It's some baby making music right here. It's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is November 21st, 2019. Shout out to my man Spoon Power 23 for this Lou Rawls early morning love. Woo! Hope you guys are doing well. Oh man, we got some early morning hate. It is looking bad out there on the crypto markets, and we're going to take a look at it. We're right at critical levels, and in fact, that's one of the articles we're going to look at today. Bitcoin dipping below 8,000 outside of CryptoVest. And before we even get to that, I'll take a look at the charts as well to give you my update on what's going on. But we're at critical levels. We're right where I said we would go. And if you don't remember this clip right here from a couple of days ago. And we're so close to this support line that we tapped twice, but we're heading back lower. I said it's probably a wrap. So that's exactly what happened. Now this becomes resistance. However, at this point, I think we're heading all the way back to here, 74, which is, I'm very disappointed. I'm not going to lie. And in addition to that, we're going to look at something out of AMB Crypto. Binance looks like they've acquired an Indian crypto exchange, WazirX. I believe that's how you say it. And the exchange, in addition to that, announces the option to buy crypto using the Indian rupee. I don't know what's going on. I thought that India was really coming down on cryptos in the new year. So I'm interested to see why Binance took this strategic acquisition on. And then something that a viewer of mine actually sent me. It was interesting. I didn't even know about this. I did cover this particular game before. It's an EOS based game called Prospectors. But what's interesting is that he sent me this email. And he said in this line, he forwarded me the email that he got from Prospectors. Said, this supports your EOS Dapp argument. See EOS ETH costs. And he gives me a smiley face. Thank you for paying attention to those little things that I always try to point out, man. So I appreciate you sending me this, because I'm going to definitely cover it on today's episode. And essentially, it just goes through server facts, EOS server facts regarding them being on EOS and how much money they've saved over running their Dapp, their game, on EOS versus Ethereum. Some staggering numbers. So we're going to take a look at that as well. But first, you know what you got to do. You got to make sure you like, you share, and you subscribe. And you got to hit that thumbs up. All you haters, hit that thumbs down. And let's get into it. We've got a sea of red today, guys. Man, look at this. I can't believe Bitcoin is down almost 6%. to $7,606. Ethereum, though, down 8.2%. I would say this is because of some news that, and I'll report on this tomorrow. I would say it's because of news that Ubisoft, the makers of Assassin's Creed, they've teamed up with EOS. And they're going to be doing some stuff together. That's not why, because EOS is also down, actually down even more, down 9% today. So I can't make that correlation at all, even though I would love to. It just shows you that these markets are so lockstep with Bitcoin, and it shows you the lack of maturity in this market as far as the crypto markets, because it's purely speculation. There's no price or bid under any of these altcoins on fundamentals. It's all kind of correlated in lockstep with Bitcoin. So again, Ethereum down 8% to $160. EOS down 9% to $2.80. We've got Litecoin down 8% to $50, almost losing the $50 handle. Binance down 2% to $16.84. I mean, it's just a deep sea of red today. We literally just walked back all of those gains. We're back to square one, guys. And I did not. I'm going to tell you, I was wrong on that point. After we shot all the way up, I said, 74 that's it. That's the floor. So I was definitely wrong on that. But on the way down, I was not. We're still short on Ethereum. We're up like 11% on our short position on BitMEX. That's 11% nominally. So whatever you're leveraging, it's 11% of that trade. Okay. And so we'll take a look at those trades really quickly in a second too. But what I want to point out here is that we bounced off. We did bounce off this area. I don't know, man. We better hold this position, because if we break this and, you know, give or take a couple $100 here, you know, you can say like 73, 79, between 73, 79 and where I have my purple line right now. But if we break this, we're heading down here. $6,500 Bitcoin. And that would not be good at all. Like, very disappointed. And it just illustrates to me, what this shows me, guys, is that there is no sentiment or bid under Bitcoin right now. Like, that move of 3,000 should have been the catalyst to allow new money to really get in there and start this rally, start us on the new counting in the cycle towards 14,000. But that did not happen. It was a complete failure. So we'll see what happens at this point, but it's not looking good. If we can't hold this area, then we're definitely going lower. But in regards to what we have with the algos, though, we were double short, meaning we were short Bitcoin and short Ethereum. Ethereum, we are up heavily because it's dropped the most, but we're still in these positions. We just took some off the table literally before I started recording. So we locked in a lot of those profits, and we're just going to let the rest kind of settle and see where it's going to take us until we make that move up and switch to a long position. But on our Ethereum trades, what I wanted to show you, up 12.3% on that short. And our Bitcoin one is roughly 10%. So these are huge gains for us right now. This is going to be another great month for us in the algo trading group. You guys can definitely join. Still have that discount going on. Actually, Insta Profit. Use that at checkout. You'll save 25 additional %, especially deep discounts on your 6-month and yearly subscriptions to my algo. Up 110%. We're going to be up way more after we close out this month as well. So hurry up, get over there, sign up. This will be ending soon. So I guess we could take a look at this article that talks about this dip we've seen in Bitcoin and the crypto markets, respectively. CryptoVest says that Bitcoin dips below 8,000 in a bull and bear fight. Futures markets with high reported volumes swayed the price to below 8,000, while spot markets hold on. Well, that's not the case anymore. We're well under 8 grand now. Says there Bitcoin experiences a trading anomaly as BitMEX and OKX futures markets push the price below 8,000. Spot markets still trade above 8,100. Well, again, that is not the case anymore. BTC extends a fight between bulls and bears as the price was brought down from 8,500 in this past week. The current price action is seen as potentially leading to a deeper slide. For now, the question is whether Bitcoin may bounce back to 9,000, and we know that is not the case at this point. We're looking at lower targets, 74 being the range that we're at now. That will be very critical for us to do so. And the article goes on to talk about how Bitcoin failed to go above 16,000 in late October's rally, which turned the tides. Currently, the expectation is that the coin may go through a bearish trend, reawakening before May 15, 2020. However, some believe the halving of the reward may already have led to a rally months ahead of time. That's interesting. I never even thought about that the rally to 16,000 was kind of us getting ahead of ourselves and pricing in the halving. I don't think so. But I've told people this, though. I said, when the markets start to price in or begin that anticipation of the halving in May of 2020, we will I think, make a 50% move from wherever we are, which I think the market will start to do that at the end of this year. Late December going into January, I think we'll start having that move up. That move up can start at 7,400. It could start at 5,500. But I'll tell you this, off the halving alone, and I've done an article or a video about this before. The halvings, the impact on price for each consecutive halving is diminished. It diminishes. So this next one, I don't see anything more than a 50% move up in Bitcoin. So even if we miraculously get back to 10,000 by the end of this year, I don't see us making a move solely on the halving. I don't see us going any higher than 15,000, 16,000 by May. Now, again, that does not include any type of geopolitical, economic type of turmoil. Let's say the bond market blows up. I reported on that this morning. If you didn't see my 2 cents video, check it out. But we got a lot of stuff going on in the repo markets, and the Fed, they're doing some historic things. So that's not including that. I have to make that clear, because that could be a catalyst for even more moves up in Bitcoin. But as of now, yeah, it's not looking good as far as a price target for the halving. You know, a lot of people were thinking 30,000 by the halving. I don't see that happening now, not because of the halving. So we'll have to see what happens. Of course, you know, I'll keep reporting on it and giving you my 2 Satoshis on the whole situation. But let's go ahead and take a look at this prospectors game that's on EOS. And again, tomorrow I will cover the deal with Ubisoft in EOS, or a side chain of EOS called Ultra. We'll talk about that tomorrow. That's huge news, and illustrates just the sheer bandwidth and power that EOS has. EOS IO, I should say, has. But this whole situation, as I told you at the beginning of the video, we've gotten an email that was forwarded to me from one of my subscribers. Again, thanks for that, man. But it just goes over some statistics, and we're going to take a look at that. It says prospectors first EOS server facts. It says if prospectors had been developed on Ethereum, our players would have paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for the gas fees. I'm going to say that again. They would have paid hundreds of thousands of dollars collectively for gas fees. Since the launch of prospectors, there have been over 6.8 million transactions. Because the simplest transaction on Ethereum costs around 4 cents to about 8 cents, the amount of money saved by our users so far is a mind-boggling $500,000. And here's a little like infographic to show you that. And you know, essentially, this is the problem with Ethereum. This is why I've been preaching for over a year and a half that any of you investing in a ICO, we're past that now, any company that is still developing and their primary business model and their software infrastructure is based around doing transactions on Ethereum, first of all, they are fooling themselves, and secondly, you're being fooled, because they will not be able to actually scale to any meaningful manner. My thing is any project that is eventually, because right now these markets are crazy. There's no proper valuation or assessment on these coins, so it doesn't really matter right now. But when the market does decide to start placing a real value on these tokens and coins, you're going to see Ethereum drop significantly as a token, and then also you'll start to see these tokens that reside on top of Ethereum drop. Some cases where I don't see that happening is a case like Brave core infrastructure is not run on the blockchain. They just simply use that for tipping, for rewards. That's different. It's not going to have a lot of impact on the network or need to utilize the network as much. You get paid out every month, but you know, it's still going to cost. Versus if Brave would run their ERC20 BAT token on EOS, it would be no cost to the end user. So the end user still does pay, but it's not as, you know, with gaming is more relevant, I guess you want to say, because those transactions are happening like all day, every day. So then we've got this is a Medium post that kind of just goes over more statistics, and I'll leave a link to this for you guys to check out. But I'm not into these types of games, but I know some of you may be. Check it out. You can sign up and not even utilize the main live network as of right now. You can use the Jungle testing server if you just want to test the game out without having an EOS account and syncing it or whatnot, a wallet, I should say. You can just kind of test it out, but neat just to see this game leverage blockchain and EOS IO in particular. So check it out though when you have a chance. I just wanted to illustrate that, and thanks again to my man who emailed me this. If you're watching, appreciate that. Last article is out of AMB Crypto. We've got Binance acquiring India's WazirX announced its option to buy crypto using INR. It says Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange by market volume, is in the news again after the Malta-based exchange announced the acquisition of WazirX, India's foremost Bitcoin exchange. And yet another sign of Binance now beginning to take the Indian market seriously. The exchange has also announced that users on Binance's platform will be able to buy and sell cryptocurrencies using the Indian rupees. According to the press release shared with AMB Crypto, the exchange auto matching engine will be integrated with Binance's fiat gateway by Q1 of 2020. It also said the acquisition will allow the use of India's fiat currency to purchase crypto on Binance's platform, while also bringing a market of over 1 billion people closer to easy cryptocurrency trading access. The fiat gateway will also allow users to trade any digital asset on Binance.com. Well, there you have it. Just a quick read of that. And that is big news. But again, my whole thing is, I thought there was a big announcement by the Indian government in 2020 about crypto and them banning it. So this is interesting that they're going ahead with this acquisition. Do they know something that we don't? I'm assuming they've done their due diligence. And maybe they do. I don't know. That's it, though, for today, ladies and gents. Shout out to my man, Spoon Power 23, one of my OG subscribers. Thanks for the song request, man. Lou Rawls, Early Morning Love. It's your boy, Crypto Blood. And make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Click that bell to be notified about unbiased crypto news reported by yours truly. I'm out of here, people. How?